with full respect to the Constitution, in defense of institutional balance, and in the name of the Filipino people, the House of Representatives has filed a motion for reconsideration before the Supreme Court.
Okay, MR.
This is not an act of defiance. It is an act
MOR.
of duty.
MR.
We do not challenge the authority of the court. We seek only to preserve the rightful role of the House, the voice of the people, in the process of accountability. Let us be clear. The Constitution says the House of Representatives shall have the exclusive power to initiate all cases of impeachment.
Ops. Ano sabi niya? All cases of impeachment. Dito. Sabi dito kasi, Tamba. The House of Article 11, Section 3. Direct na tayo agad sa kan. The House of Representatives has the exclusive power to initiate impeachment proceedings. Walang sinasabi ditong in all cases of impeachment. So, ibig sabihin, hindi nyo lahat hawak ng kaso ng impeachment. Kasi sinabi mo, all cases of impeachment. Wala naman all cases. Klaro, klaro naman dito. Article 11, Section 3. It specifies that the House of Representatives has the exclusive power to initiate impeachment proceedings. Sabi kanina siya, all impeachment cases. Sige na, let's go.
That power is not shared, not subject to pre-approval, and not conditional. Yet, in GR number 278353, the Supreme Court ruled otherwise, based on a misreading of facts and a retroactive imposition of the new rules. On February 5, 2025, the House transmitted the fourth impeachment complaint.
Okay. The House transmitted the fourth complaint. Ngayon, ang tanong kasi ng Supreme Court din, Tamba, is bakit bigla na lang kayong tumalon doon sa pang-fourth? Kasi sasabihin ninyo, verified yung fourth daw. O dito sabi dito, initiating impeachment. Okay? So, rule number 2. Ito tingnan nyo. Rule number 2, initiating impeachment. So, ito yung pag-initiate ng impeachment. Kasi sinasabi nila dito, hindi daw, yung first, second, third, hindi daw na-initiate yung impeachment doon. Naka-file lang. Pero, yung pag-file doon is a verified complaint. Yung first filing ng case ng impeachment is a verified complaint. So, ibig sabihin nito now, a verified complaint for impeachment filed by any members of the House of Representatives or a verified complaint filed by any citizen upon a resolution of endorsement by any member thereof. So, di ba ang nag-file dito, hindi pa dito si Dilima, hindi pa siya hindi pa siya representative, di ba? Kasi bago pa lang siya nanalo sa pagkatapos ng eleksyon. So ito, wala pa itong eleksyon kasi final nila. So si Dilima ang nag-file ng first case last December 2024. Di ba? 2024, December. So, dito sila sa B. A verified complaint filed by any citizen. So, citizen pa si Dilima nun. Then, merong kailangan na endorsement by any member of the House of Representatives. Then sa C, a verified complaint of resolution of impeachment filed by at least 1/3. So ito yung sinasabi nilang verified daw kasi na ito daw yung dapat i-initiate kasi nga daw is at least 1/3 daw of all members of the House. Pero nakalimutan nila ang A at saka B is a verified complaint. So, ibig sabihin, once verified complaint yun, Kasi verified complaint naman yung first, second, third. Upon nakalagay dito, a verified complaint, impeachment by a member of the House or any citizen upon a resolution of endorsement. So, pag na-endorse na daw yun, upon resolution of endorsement, kumbaga, yung mayroon ng mga by any member thereof, shall be filed with the office of the Secretary General. So, yun yung ginawa nila. Pumunta sila doon sa Secretary General. Then, dapat ang Secretary General is immediately referred to the Speaker. Pero ano yung ginawa ng Secretary of General? Yung Solicitor General natin. Ano yung ginawa ni Solgen? Hindi niya ni-referred agad sa Speaker, kundi inupuan niya to. 'Di ba? First, second, third is a verified complaint for impeachment, filed by impeachment case. Yung first, second, third, verified complaint yun. Ibig sabihin, with a verified, so, ibig sabihin, the Secretary General will immediately refer to the Speaker kasi hindi lang yun basta-bastang complaint. A verified complaint yun. Kasi tinanggap nga ng Secretary General. So once tinanggap ng Office of the Secretary General, ang gawin ng Secretary General is immediately, klarong-klaro, referred to the Speaker. So dapat agad-agad ni-refer niya ito sa Speaker. Pero ang ginawa nila, inupuan ng Secretary General. Then, wala na. Hanggang sa nawala yung first, second, third, hanggang in-archive. Then, ito yung fourth ang pinalusot nila. Pero, pinalabas nila na hindi naman na-initiate yung impeachment hindi naman yung na-initiate yung first, second, third. Paano ma-initiate yun? Hindi nga pinasa ng Secretary General, hindi nga ni-referred agad sa Speaker na para ma-initiate yun is dapat immediately referred to the Speaker. Pero ang ginawa niya, inupuan niya, hindi niya ni-refer ito sa Speaker. Pero wala siyang discretion para upuan ito. Kumbaga wala siyang karapatan para hindi ito i-refer sa Speaker. Pero ang ginawa niya, hindi niya ni-refer sa Speaker. Hanggang yung fourth ang kanilang ginawang a verified complaint of resolution of impeachment filed at least 1/3. Yun yung pinalusot nila. Pero, wag niyong kalimutan, kasama sa initiating impeachment ang a verified complaint filed by any citizen upon a resolution of endorsement by any member of the House of Representatives. Nandyan po, rule number 2. Nasa batas po yan. So, first, second, third, sinasabi nila, hindi naman yun na-initiate. Kasalanan nga ng Secretary of General, bakit hindi yun na-initiate? Wala namang discretion yung Secretary General para hindi niya i-refer sa Speaker. Bakit hindi niya ni-refer agad-agad sa Speaker? Na ang dapat lang naman niya gawin is pagkatapos niyang ma-receive itong impeachment complaint, dapat immediately referred to the Speaker. Pero inupuan niya to hanggang sa nawala. Hanggang ang pinalabas nila, yung fourth complaint daw yung na-initiate kasi 1/3 of the all members of the House daw ang nag-vote or ang nagperma ng signature para i-impeach si VP Sara. Yung first, second, third, a verified complaint pa rin yun. So once a verified complaint was endorsed by pupunta sila agad doon sa Office of the Secretary General to receive. Then, ni-receive ng Secretary of General kasi nga, a verified complaint yun. Then, para maggawa ng initiate, ang gagawin ng Secretary of General is immediately referred to the Speaker. Yun yung dapat niyang gawin. Dapat ni-refer niya agad ito sa Speaker, which is hindi niya ginawa. So, ibig sabihin, na dapat, kung ni-refer niya yun immediately, is yung Speaker is maka-initiate siya doon sa first complaint. Kaso, hinintay pa nilang second na complaint at third hanggang sa siguro nalaman nila mahina, kaya inupuan na lang nila. Pero hindi po yun po yung mali dun eh. Dapat po kasi, yung first complaint pa lang, pag-receive ng Secretary General, after that, pagkakinabukasan, or within that day, i-refer niya agad ito sa speaker. Then, ang speaker of the house, siya na ang mag-initiate nito doon sa house member kasi nakatanggap sila ng impeachment complaint na verified. Di ba? Ang linaw-linaw. Alright, let's go.
Filed and signed by 215 members to the Senate. Only after this transmittal did we archive the earlier 3 complaints.
Oops! Yun yung tanong doon ng Supreme Court. Di ba? Klarong-klaro sabi ni Romualdez. After the fourth complaint initiated, the first three complaint, di ba? Sabi ni Martin Romualdez, after the fourth complaint was initiated, the first 3 complaint was archived. Yun yung tanong ng Supreme Court. Bakit ninyo in-archive ang first, second, third na a verified impeachment complaint? Bakit nyo in-archive yun? Verified impeachment complaint yun. Which is, may pananagutan dito ang Secretary of General na bakit niya hindi ni-referred agad dito sa Speaker of the House para yung Speaker of the House magsasabi doon sa House of Representatives na we receive impeachment complaint from the Solicitor Secretary General from his office, and now he transmit to us. Then this is the impeachment complaint we received. Blah blah blah, filed by De Lima and there's endorsement of one of the House of Representatives of the House, 'di ba? So, kung napasa 'yon, kung pinasa yun ni Secretary General, is mapipilitang mag-initiate ng impeachment, mapapilitan siya mag-initiate ng impeachment si Speaker. Magpipilitan siya. So, doon nila pagbubutuhan o pag-uusapan. 'Di ba? Then, next na step doon, saka muna sila buboto or sasang-ayon sa impeachment or pipirma doon sa impeachment na sasang-ayon sila, is bago nila yon gawin, is ipapatawag muna nila yung inimpeach na officer. Patatawagin yun sa House of Representatives. Iba yung pinatawag si BP Sara doon sa Quadcom, kasi yung topic kasi sa Quadcom, confidential funds yun. Iba din itong proceedings na after ito, halimbawa ito, kung napasa ng Secretary General ang first complaint, kasi klarong-klaro sa batas po na any member with the office of the Secretary General and immediately referred to the Speaker. So, ibig sabihin, yung first complaint yun, verified yun. Verified yun na for impeachment complaint. A verified complaint, yung first impeachment complaint. So, yung nag-complain, pina-receive nila sa Secretary General. At then, yung Secretary General is ni-receive ito. So, kung ganito sana ginawa ng Secretary of General, is ni-referred agad niya ito sa Speaker, hindi niya inupuan ng 2 buwan, ni-referred niya ito sa Speaker, then yung Speaker mapipilitang mag-initiate ng impeachment kasi meron silang na-receive from Secretary General na impeachment complaint. So, ang gagawin ng speaker doon, mag-initiate siya ng impeachment. Then, that's it. Then, after that, ipapatawag muna nila si VP Sara, 'di ba? To ask question. Blah, 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 ganito, ganyan, para makuna ng panig si VP Sara. Depende na lang kung dadalo ito or hindi. Basta, it's all about the verified complaint. So, ipapabigay alam doon sa Vice President na mayroong kaming natanggap na verified complaint from citizen endorsed by members of the House of Representatives. So, it's a verified complaint. So, you must, that's why we summon you, and you must explain and answer to our question, because magtatanong yung mga House of Representatives kung totoo ba ito o hindi. Then doon nila susukatin. Then after that, na magpapaliwanag, yun yung due process, na mabigyan ng due process yung Vice President na magpapaliwanag siya. Then after that, mapapakinggan ng mga House of Representatives yung punto ni VP Sara Duterte or yung statement niya. Then sila na yung, depende na sa kanila kung ano yung hatol nila doon. Kung pipirma ba sila o hindi. 'Di ba? Ang ginawa nila kasi, yung first 3 complaints, in-archive nila kasi ito yung tinanggap nila, itong pang-4 kasi daw a verified complaint of or resolution of impeachment filed at least 1/3 daw. Tatlo nga yung binigay dito na klase ng initiating impeachment, 'di ba? A, B, C. A verified complaint for impeachment filed by any member of the House of Representatives. So, ibig sabihin, pwede yung taga House of Representatives ang mag-file ng impeachment. Then, B, pangalawa, a verified complaint filed by any citizen upon a resolution of endorsement by any members thereof. So, meaning by any members of House of Representatives. So, ang isang katulad nating ordinaryong Pilipino or tawaging citizen, pwede pala tayo mag-file. Pero dapat meron tayong endorsement galing sa isang House of Representative members. Dapat ganun. 'Di ba? So, ginawa kasi dito, bakit in-archive? Yun yung tanong doon. Alright, let's go.
The sequence matters. It proves there was only one valid initiation, not 4.
Okay. Only one valid initiation daw. Ito na nga yung sinabi ko eh. Ang valid initiation lang daw is itong sa rule number 2, initiating impeachment. Para sa kanila, ang valid initiation lang daw ng impeachment complaint is itong a verified complaint or resolution of impeachment filed by at least 1/3 of all members of the House. Yun lang daw valid. Yun lang daw yung verified or valid. So, itong A at B, or itong B, kasi ito yung ginawa nila eh. Kasi si Laila de Lima noon, hindi pa siya member ng House of Representatives. So, citizen pa lang siya. So, si Laila de Lima, as a citizen, siya yung nag-file ng complaint with endorsement of any members of the House of Representatives. 'Di ba? In-endorse siya ni, sino ba yung nag-endorse sa kanya na House of Representatives? Si Percy ba? Parang si Percy yata, 'di ba? Verified yun na. Ni-receive ng Secretary General. Then, dapat, after ni-receive ng Secretary General, dapat, ang gawin ng Secretary General, immediately referred to the Speaker. So, ibig sabihin, dapat, immediately, ibibigay niya itong ni-receive niya na complaint ni De Lima para sa impeachment ni VP Sara. Dapat ibinigay niya ito agad. Ang dapat ang Secretary of General is binigay niya ito agad sa Speaker, yung ni-receive niya na complaint galing kay De Lima. Then kasi pag pag natanggap yun ng speaker, yung speaker mismo is gagawa siya ng initiating impeachment. Mag-i-initiate siya doon sa House of Representatives na we receive a verified complaint from a citizen Dilima with an endorsement of one of our members of the House. So, i-initiate nila yon, di ba? Pero ang ginawa nila, yung fourth complaint agad sila. Kaya yun yung tanong. Gets nyo ba, guys? Kasi pinapalabas nila kasi dito, yung first 3 complaints, yung first, second, third, parang wala lang daw yun. Ano yun? Nagko-complain lang kayo? Isang verified complaint parang wala lang para sa inyo? Yung first, second, third, a verified complaint yung lahat? Wala lang? Wala lang. Walang nangyari kasi hindi naman ni-referred ng Secretary General sa Speaker. That's why hindi na-initiate. Kasi kung ni-referred ng Secretary of General doon sa Speaker na si Martin Romualdez, is that first complaint will be initiated in the House of Representatives. Mga manlulokong mga ito, pinapalabas nila na hindi naman yun na-initiate. Kaya nga hindi na-initiate kasi nga inupuan ni Secretary General. Hindi niya ni-referred, which is ano ang karapatan niya. Wala siyang discretion doon na upuan niya yun. Ang dapat lang niya gawin is to refer to the Speaker immediately. Yun yung dapat niyang gawin. So, intindihan nyo. Kaya wag po kayo panay-paniwala dito ka sinasabi ni Speaker. Ay nako, okay, let's go.
Even the court's own precedent, Francisco versus House, supports this. Only one impeachment can be initiated, and that initiation begins with a 1/3 endorsement or a referral. That is exactly...
Only one impeachment lang daw. Then, pinapalabasan niya, only one impeachment will proceed with at least, ito na yung 1/3 daw. Ito lang talaga yung pinapalabas nila na dapat lang, ang i-initiate lang is yung 1/3 lang na verified complaint. Diba? Ito lang talaga. C lang talaga sila sa letter C, ha? A verified complaint or resolution of impeachment filed by at least 1/3. Oh. Ito lang talaga yung pinapalabas na pwede lang i-initiate. Pero nakalimutan lang, meron niyang A, B, C, saka lang C yung ginawa nila. So yung A, hindi naman nila, wala namang gumawa sa A. Ang B, ito yung ginawa sa first, second, third na complaint, B. Yung process sa B, a verified complaint filed by any citizen upon a resolution of, yan po yung ginawa ng first, second, third, itong B na method. So, ibig sabihin, verify pa rin yan. Ito nga section 2, mode of initiating impeachment. Impeachment shall be initiated by filing and subsequent referral to the Committee of Justice of ganito, a verified complaint. By file, blah, blah, blah. Yun na nga yung sinasabi ko. Ngayon, ang pinapalabas na, hindi, yung fourth impeachment, yung only one impeachment lang ang pwedeng i-initiate at yun yung fourth. Ha? Paano yung first, second, third? Na verified complaint yun. Wala na lang, kalimutan na lang. Wala to. Alright, let's go.
What the House did. The court also said the Vice President was denied due process because she was not furnished a copy or given a chance to respond. But nowhere in the Constitution is that required before transmittal. In fact, in all past impeachments, the trial and the right to be heard take place in the Senate. To invent new rules now and apply them retroactively is not just unfair, it is constitutionally suspect. Let me say this with candor. A government of laws cannot allow any branch to become the judge of its own accountability. The Supreme Court is a co-equal branch.
Okay. Hindi daw pwedeng maging judge of sa sarili nilang accountability. Yun yung ibig niya sabihin. Hindi daw pwedeng maging judge sa kanilang sariling accountability. So ibig niya sabihin, yung Supreme Court daw hindi daw pwedeng be a judge na i-judge nila yung kanilang sariling accountability. Martin Romualdez, tamba. Los. Hindi naman yung ginudge ng Supreme Court dito yung accountability nila. Walang ginudge yung Supreme Court na accountability na. Ang accountability na ininterpret ng Supreme Court dito ay ang inyong accountability. Accountability ng House of Representatives, hunghang. Iwan ko sa'yo. Ang galing mo mag-English. Pero bakit hindi ka makaunawa? Ang galing mo mag-English. Pero bakit hindi ka makaintindi?
Of government. Its wisdom is deep, its authority is real. But its members, like the President and the Vice President, are also impeachable officers. When the court lays down rules for how it or others like it may be impeached, it puts itself in a dangerous position of writing conditions that...
Okay, 250 to dito. Ito na. So, ano to? Nananakot? Kasi impeachable officer daw? Ha? Tamba? Impeachable officer daw yung... Sa bagay naman, yung mga judge natin, impeachable po yan. President, Vice President, mga judge natin, impeachable po yan na mga officer. Pero, gagawa kayo ng impeachment, example, gagawa kayo ng impeachment laban sa Supreme Court, i-impeach nyo yung, let's say, yung Chief of Justice doon. Ngayon, kumbaga, kung makakalusot sa inyo, kasi kayo yung mag-i-initiate ng impeachment, di ba? So, kumbaga, pumasa. Kumbaga, 1/3 of the members of the House is umabot ng 1/3 yung pumirma na ma-impeach yung isang Chief of Justice na pinailan nyo ng impeachment. Example lang to. Ngayon, titik charge na yung final procedure. Yung, kumbaga, gagawa yung itong Senate is magko-convene ito as a trial court. So ngayon, nakakasiguro ba kayo na doon sa Senate is ang gagawin ng Senate is sasang-ayon sila na i-impeach nila yung judge? Parang malabo yata kasi nakikita ko doon na nire-respeto ng mga senador ang desisyon ng Supreme Court. So kahit man mag-impeach man kayo ng one of the Associate Justice dyan sa Supreme Court, kung ma-impeach nyo man dyan sa House of Representatives, pero pagdating dito sa Senate Trial Court na magko-convene yung mga senado as a judge, dahil maging trial court sila, hindi pa rin ito papasa. Kaya tamba, huwag kang maging luslos. Ha? So hanggang dito na lang po muna, guys. Hanggang dito lang po muna. Then, like and follow lang and subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys, para updated po kayo sa ating mga bagong video. And click na lang po din ninyo yung notification bell. So, sa ngayon, hanggang dito lang po muna tayo. Lipat muna tayo sa kabila. Kasi, doon muna ako sa main kwan ko. Lilipat muna ako doon. Gagawa muna ako ng reaction. Then, din about sa iba namang bagay. Then, wait lang po kayo. Mag-upload din po tayo ng about politics dito sa channel at page na sa Facebook nito. So, maraming pong salamat. Bye-bye.